comes to this continuous exposure of Pakistan that is now being done on a global stage. India calling out Pakistan at the UNSA, slamming Pakistan on the Indus Water Treaty issue, and has called out on Pakistan's terror exports, saying that trust is something that cannot happen on a terror state like Pakistan. But it is important to point out lasting cooperation is rooted in trust and not terror. This has been a big statement coming in from the Indian side.
We are compelled to express our deep concern over the persistent and deliberate attempts by a particular delegation to politicize the proceedings of this Council. Such actions not only undermine the integrity of this platform, but also seek to deflect attention from other core issues. The Indus Water Treaty, signed in 1960, was concluded in a spirit of goodwill and friendship, but the world of 1960 is not the world of today. The grim reality of relentless state-sponsored cross-border terrorism emanating from Pakistan fundamentally erodes the environment required for honoring treaty obligations. Mr. Vice President, the escalating impact of climate change, advancements in technology, and the growing imperative for sustainable clean energy compel a serious re-evaluation of the treaty's relevance and applicability in today's context. Mr. Vice President, a party that consistently and willfully violates the core tenets of a treaty should not accuse others of non-compliance. The Council must not allow itself to be used as a platform for diversion and distortion. It must instead recognize that lasting cooperation is rooted in trust, not terror.
Well, Srinjoy, very importantly, India of 1960 is not the India of 2025. Relentless state-sponsored terrorism from Pakistan actually weakens the environment of honoring the treaty obligations.
Yes, the first thing that has to be kept in mind is that blood and water does not flow together, as the Prime Minister said. And that's something very important. Here you are sending terrorists, training terrorists, arming them, financing them, and sending them across the line of control and to attack innocent tourists and killing them. That happened in Pahalgam the last time, 26. And that's not an isolated case. Every often you hear about terrorists coming from across the line of control. And that happens right through the summer, right up to the end of autumn. Now, blood and water, as the Prime Minister says, cannot flow together. In any case, it must be remembered that the Indus Water Treaty at that time was considered overly generous. Now, this is something India did not have to do, but India did as a gesture of peace and
Pakistan
generosity.
is in no position or state to even demand for water if it sends terrorists and targets when it comes to the Indian security forces and Indian civilians. This is something that India has made it clear when it comes to the Indus Water Treaty that continues to remain in abeyance. Thank you very much, Srinjoy. Appreciate you joining us here on the broadcast. Let's